With the #1 overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft, the Pelicans select Chet, holgrem. Now, I know it's only 10 games in the season. I get it. But I don't care. When you look at this Pelicans season, what do you see? Bad basketball. Let's keep it a stack. The Pelicans are not an exciting team. Now, I know the last few years they have been losing, but the difference was they were exciting. Like, they could lose 4 games in a row and then beat the Warriors. Lose 6 games in a row and then beat the Lakers. Shit like that. They had the superstar power to get it done, but you could tell they were a young team and they were given the benefit of the doubt because they were young. Now, with 3 coaches in 3 years for the Pelicans, for Zion, I think the need for them to be given the benefit of the doubt is kind of over, just off the fact that niggas tired. Like, I'm tired of seeing what they can do. Now, I know B.I.'s out. I know Zion is out. I know it's whole different moving pieces. I know we got a new head coach. I get it. That's how basketball is. It's hard to hit the ground running as a new head coach, but that's not my favorite team, so I don't care. I'll watch the Pelicans for enjoyment. I'm not gonna see it through, bro. I'm not. Back to what I was saying, it's really over. I think the NBA is kind of, I don't want to say done with Zion as a popular media person that you can just push forward, because every time Zion does play, he does get a lot of recognition, but I think they moved past the point of giving New Orleans that spot, and I think because it's the last year, bro, they wasted money. The NBA is losing money from the Pelicans. I'm gonna title the video. They get hella national TV games. The #1 player who the reason for it is not playing. Like, shit. So I think they should tank. Now, when you hear the word tank, you think the Pelicans, why would they tank? They have 2 All-Stars. Yes. They have good role players. Yes. They have a good center, a top 10 center. Why would they tank? They suck. Now, do I think they're gonna tank? No. Probably not, because I think David Griffin is not gonna give in. I don't think he's gonna give in at all. I think David is so egotistical to the point where they're gonna try to win games. He might trade the whole roster before the trade deadline because he wants to win it. He wants to be looked at the guy that's the reason for the Pelicans winning instead of the reason for the Pelicans losing. Because even if they do go in on the tank, David Griffin is still looked at as a failure. He fucked up draft picks. He didn't sign players he should supposed to sign, and the next season they are losing a lot of damn games to get that #1 overall pick. So you can get another #1 overall pick, pair him up with Zion, pair him up with B.I., and then they still gonna lose. But it's really bad luck. Zion, we saw that video of Zion, bro. Y'all seen it. Zion is fucking fat. He's overweight in every sense of the word. Overweight. I ain't never seen this before. Now, they used to talk about Charles Barkley being fat and being overweight, but the difference is, bro, this nigga Zion, I know Zion is on a health plan. I know he's on a meal plan. I know he got 3, 4, 5 chefs working overtime to lose that weight. So how the hell is you still gaining pounds, bro? I ain't never seen okay, I don't want to like fat shame or whatever. I'm fat shaming the NBA athlete, so it doesn't make sense. I ain't never seen Zion or any player just become like fit to fat, fit to even fatter in like 3 years. I know you 20, I know you young, but you got money to make. You got jerseys to sell, arenas to sell out. Control your hunger, your thirst, your desires, man. Damn. Brandon Ingram, who has to pick the load up. Pause. Now I want to see Brandon Ingram go off. I want to see Brandon Ingram average like 36 and 5 because he's the only player capable to do so on that team. So get your stats, B.I. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be a Hall of Famer. It's going to lack hella context, but in 20 years, we're going to look at B.I.'s numbers this season when he comes back from injury saying, oh yeah, Brandon Ingram took a jump right here because he was that good. But in reality, Zion Williamson was out and he had to be the point guard, shooting guard, and small forward on that team. But stats don't lie. Numbers don't lie. And this team is really not that exciting to watch. Like I said, they were exciting to watch even when they lost last season. And I'm looking at the games and I'm like, ew. Now, granted, I only watched like 3 games, but that's enough to judge if a team's excited or not. That's 6 hours worth of basketball. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is supposed to bridge that excitement when Zion was out, but Nickeil is probably the worst player I've ever seen play basketball. This man takes every shot. Nickeil will make 1 3, go up the court and heat check. Rule number 1, NBA player, you don't heat check after 1 bucket. You heat check after 2 buckets. Then if you miss a 3rd shot, then it's like, okay, it was a heat check. But you do that every time you shoot the ball. Stop. Now, I know Nickeil is the first year as a starter, first year playing a lot of minutes, first year where the defense is actually game planning for his production and his scoring ability, but it doesn't really mean nothing, bro. Nigga, you playing terrible. Shooting under 40% from the field, under 30% from the three-point line. I guess you're defending well. I see the stat that he was top 5 in deflections, but I don't care about deflections because it don't equal nothing. Don't equal no wins, no none of that. Vonte Graham was supposed to do the same thing. He's also inefficient after having a decent start to the season. He's undersized, so he can't really play in the defense, and he's going to take a lot of shots now that B.I. and Zion is out. Now, these players, either or, are supposed to be the Lonzo replacement. The player y'all hate so much because they drive to the rim, because they're great in the pick and roll. Well, it doesn't matter if you don't get the results. I don't care if you can drive to the rim. Yes, Lonzo doesn't drive at fucking all. Evan Nickeil drives and then misses 10 layups. No, I care. I care. So it doesn't really matter. Devontae Graham in the same way. Oh, he's a better shooter than Zoe. Look at them numbers. Numbers don't lie. The two players that were supposed to be the most exciting was the guards, because they have some different guards this season compared to Zoe, and they're terrible. The only shining light I see is maybe Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy's actually bringing shooting day one for the Pelicans, but I don't want to give them no credit at all, much less because I don't like David Griffin. So the Pelicans suck. They can continue to suck. I'm not gonna really watch any more games of them, because watching a basketball game with my work schedule, I have to want to watch that game. I don't want to watch it just because basketball is on. I'm sorry. I know a lot of these basketball fiends, basketball heads just watch basketball just because it's basketball. But the way my schedule is set up, I have to pick and choose my battles. I'm not going to put myself through another Pelican game. I'm not. Unless B.I. and Zion come back, I might watch 2 or 3 if they win the games. But right now, I'm not watching bad basketball. I'd rather watch the Bulls, rather watch the Hornets, rather watch the Lakers, obviously, and rather watch the fucking Memphis Grizzlies. I'd rather watch all of these teams but the Pelicans. So I'm probably not going to do more Pelican videos. I know I got a lot of Pelican subscribers and viewers. I'm sorry. Can y'all watch some other videos? You know what I'm saying? I do other teams too. You know what I'm saying? Keep the view count up. But I apologize. Well, I don't apologize because I ain't do nothing wrong. But I'll be up for this video. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to do a deep analysis of why the Pelicans suck. Because it is what it is. Like, they bad at everything. Yeah, man. I'm out, man. Peace.